Welcome back everyone! We are going to go over Blender in more detail in this course. When I was learning Blender and how to make Zepeto 3D items, I was in total frustration. I believe only way to overcome that feeling is just calm down, practice, and repeat every day. Overcoming your emotion is the first big step for this journey. I know you can do it! Believe in yourself and let's get started! This week, we're going over more detail in Blender and practice making actual items. Let's go over object and edit modes in Blender. I'll also highlight some essential shortcut keys for each mode before we make actual item. In this slide, we'll go over the horizontal toolbar. We'll only be focusing on object, apply all transforms while we are in object mode. In edit mode, you can find these icons: vertex, edge, face. You might remember these terms from my Week 1 video where I explained the basic of 3D. Please go back and rewatch the section of the video if you are unsure what these terms mean. Use number 1 for vertex, number 2 for edge, number 3 for face. Moving on to the vertical toolbars. Please take a look at the shortcuts I've highlighted in this image. If you want to move to the right side, same scale of default, press G, X, 1 in order. Left side is -1. Please take a look at the shortcut key I'm using on this video so you can follow along. To build more polygons, extrude is another easy way. You can also extrude vertex, edge, and face. Use I to insert another face on face. Bevel is another way to edit your object by using Command B together. By using Command R together, you can cut your object to more polygons. It'll take a lot of practice to learn how to manipulate these shapes to match your vision. But don't give up. The more you practice, the easier it'll become. There's many ways to start your 3D item object, but remember, it's always start from an object. You want to start by adding an object from the list shown above by using Shift-A shortcut key. From here, you can start to edit these basic objects to create the item you want to make. Wow! We've learned all important tools to make items. Yay! Are you ready to practice? Let's do it! First, let's add one more editor type window. By hovering your mouse and drag to the right, make sure your cursor is changing to cross, then drag it. Then open your inspiration picture that you found from Google or Pinterest. You can zoom in and out by using your 2 fingers on the screen, moving them closer or farther away from each other on your trackpad. Let's delete all default objects by using shortcut X and go to File and Import Hardware Guide FBX file. Remember, shortcut key Shift-A bring out an object. Before you start to make your items, think what is the most close shape to start with and find a similar object mesh. I choose circle to start, R to rotate. Let's hide the object mask for now and scale down and duplicate D to X. X to the right, X to the left. Select object by using L, duplicate D using D, and rotate and make similar shape to your original reference. Keep repeating same process until you see your desired shape. Please watch video in slow motion or rewind as needed and try to make same earrings in this tutorial. I think shape looks pretty good, so I'm extruding to Y to get more volume. Alright, let's check overall shape and thickness of the object. Make sure using tilde key and check your object from exact angle, front and back, etc. From there, you can adjust more detail precisely. From only exact front view, you can select all visible face by using shortcut A, otherwise you must select each face to use insert face. Now I want to make all faces smooth, so go to face and click the shade smooth in edit mode. Time to positioning and scale perfect to my avatar, so bring my avatar out. R to rotate, G to move. Keep repeating until you think your object is in right position. Make sure check your object in all different angles so you can find your item position perfect. Alright, we are done making our earring shape and placement now. Please practice and repeat until you feel comfortable. Let's check out UV editor. In order to use UV editor properly, you must understand the concept of a seam first. You must create seam on your object in order to use UV map properly. I've created how to make a seam slide for you so you can come back here when you lost from the video. After all seam created on your meshes, unwrap your UV. After unwrap, you must rearrange your UV map. The earrings that we are working on don't require much editing of the UV map, but when you're making clothing or a more complicated object, you must spend more time reorganizing and edit your UV map. Next, I'll show you how to make and organize my earring UV map. Select this loop edge by Alt and left click. And right click your mouse and you will see Edge Context drop down menu and click Seam. Each mesh must have their own seam for UV editing. Now open UV editor. Select all your meshes at edit mode. Go to UV editor and right click to bring out UV context menu and unwrap. When you press short key L, now you see some options below. Click seam to select only seam area because I will assign only this area as different material. Alright, let's learn how to assign materials. We'll add graphic in the center mesh. Let's select the area. Scale this mesh up as large as possible within the grid boundary. This will give us the highest resolution when we make our material. Select the area and go to Material Property, add the material slot, change name as you like, and press Assign. Hide the material you just created with shortcut H. And select all mesh with shortcut A. Create another material. If you don't create materials, you will get errors, so make sure assign all meshes materials. Bring out hidden mesh with Alt H. These earrings will have the same UV map and materials on both sides, so I will mirror this earring to other side. Go to Modifier Properties, press Add Modifier, and click Mirror with butterfly shape icon. Mirror object, click Mask using eyedropper icon. Press Apply. Alright, earrings are all done, so let's give this earring name. Please do not use mask as your object name. This is very important. If you use mask as your object name, you will get error on Unity. You've reached the final destination of this lesson. Before we start to learn wave paint, it's important to realize that UV editor is working as your material map for patterns, graphic placement, and normal map for advanced level. If you don't have any of those, you don't need to use UV editor. So don't get stressed out and think if your item really needs UV editing. For weight paint, there's so many different ways to do this, but I will explain the simplest way possible for beginners. The easiest way to do weight paint is transfer weight from Zepeto dummy. Follow the order on this slide and practice. I will show you how to apply weight paint on earrings we made. Before transfer weight paint, we need to make bone visible. Click armature, go to object properties, find the viewport display, check in front. Now you see your armature visible. We only need head bone, so delete all other bones. For weight paint, please watch video, read caption, and follow along. And practice a few times until you feel comfortable. When you see your object change color, that means you did weight paint perfect. Just come back to this slide when you lost from the video and practice until you get the hang of it. Answer the questions in this quiz for your understanding. Next week, we'll go over the important Zepeto item checklist and Unity in details. Wow, you made week 2. I'm so happy for you. Just watch, practice, and repeat. This is actually not that complicated. Someday, you will find this very easy. I know you can do this. See you in week 3. Study with Tara!